What's happening in Virginia Beach? In this video, we're going to talk about some things that you're going to want to know if you are visiting this area, or especially if you live in this area. Some of the things I'm going to share are very exciting, and some of the things I share will possibly be concerning to you depending on where you live and how you feel about our environment. And we're going to start this video right now. When you tapped on the thumbnail for this video, you probably saw my good friend Pharrell Williams. The reason is because Farel is a local that was born and raised right here in Virginia Beach. We love Farrell. He is highly respected throughout the entire Hampton Roads area. I don't think he lives here or owns any property here anymore. Maybe if he did, I wouldn't tell you. But he is somebody that constantly comes back to the place where he was born and raised and gives back to the city. He's done this in several different ways. You probably heard of the event, Something in the Water. That's Pharrell. However, I've heard that that event will not be happening this year. But what is happening this year is Atlantic Park. Farel is one of the large investors in this park and also one of the visionaries behind it all. This is going to be located right off Pacific Avenue between 18th and 20th Street. This $350 million park is just another great reason to come visit Virginia Beach. And if you live in Virginia Beach or live anywhere in the Hampton Roads area, it's going to be a lot of fun for us too. The centerpiece is a 2.7 acre surf lagoon capable of generating 1,000 waves per hour. It offers consistent surfing conditions for all different skill levels. Sometimes out there in the Atlantic Ocean, we don't always have the best waves and the right conditions for surfing. This is a controlled environment that's always going to have perfect waves. They can make the waves anywhere from 1.5 up to 6.5 feet. The park can hold 3,500 people. The development also includes 300 apartments, over 100,000 square feet of retail, restaurant, and office space. There'll be 2 parking garages. The park is scheduled to open early summertime, just in time for the season. Tourism brings in over $3.3 billion each year to the city of Virginia Beach. So we love visitors. I have not heard if dogs are going to be allowed at the park or not, but if so, I'm definitely bringing Elijah. Outside of that, let's circle back to the events real quick. Coming up here in Virginia Beach, if you haven't seen the website yet, just check out Virginia Beach's website. It's all on there. I just finished having an awesome time at Murphy's for St. Patrick's Day. Murphy's is a really fun Irish bar down in the oceanfront area. Also, every year in Virginia Beach, they will always continue to do the Shamrock Marathon. I have a friend that actually ran this year, so big shout out to Alex Carasone. On April 1st, the Navy Band has a concert. It's called Not a Joke, but it's on April 1st. Coming up in June, we have the North American Sand Soccer Championship. They take sand soccer very seriously. In August, there's the East Coast Surfing Championship. September's also a fun month for Virginia Beach because on the 20th through the 21st, we have the big Naval Air Station Air Show. You'll see the Blue Angels. It's amazing. Just a few days later, the 26th through the 28th, there's the Neptune Festival. And that's really cool. You'll see the whole boardwalk full of local businesses and artists selling merchandise, selling whatever. It's just a lot of fun. Lots of good food, and hopefully the weather will be perfect. It usually is. Also at the Veterans United Amphitheater, there are several concerts coming up there too. Another thing you're going to want to check out, if you haven't been there in a while, or even if you have, make sure to check out the Virginia Beach Aquarium. Every year, they're always doing new things and updating that place. And I've heard within the last couple years anyways, they've done some pretty major things and reconstructed it. They also have a ropes course there that's a lot of fun with zip lines that go over the water. They also sometimes have a beer cruise that actually takes you out into the water. It's oftentimes sponsored by Smart Mouth or New Realm or one of our local breweries. So if you haven't been to the Virginia Beach Aquarium in a while, I recommend checking that out. If you're looking for daytime adventure right next to the Virginia Beach Aquarium, make sure to check out Ocean Breeze. That's our local family-friendly park where we have all kinds of different water slides and fun stuff happening for the kids. And it's a good daytime activity. If you're looking for nightlife, you're gonna wanna stick to the oceanfront area, and that's really just in the summertime. It doesn't just die off at the end of the summer because we still have nice weather going into the fall, but our tourist season and a lot of our traffic comes throughout the summer. So that's where you're gonna find most of the nightlife activities. Let's switch gears for a moment, and I wanna talk about something else that will definitely matter to you if you live here, if you're traveling here. It should matter to you too if you're going anywhere from the north side to the south side, or if you're thinking about moving to this area. This is just good to know. Hampton Roads really consists of 9 cities, and it's split between the south side and the north side. This is where it's split right here. There is 2 tunnels to go through, this one and this one, right? The Monitor Merrimack, which is the ideal tunnel to go through if you happen to be over here in Suffolk or the Churchland area. Even if you're more center, it's better to go around the Monitor Merrimack because you're probably gonna save yourself some time because of the traffic. There's a lot of construction happening right now here at the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel. However, they are working very hard on adding another tunnel right here. That's gonna allow us to travel from the south to the north, back and forth super fast. The Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel expansion is a $3.9 billion project, and it's the largest project that Virginia has ever had in history. They are widening 10 miles of interstate that goes underwater. Now we'll have 2 tunnels going both directions, so we won't even have oncoming traffic coming at each other, which hopefully will also prevent more wrecks. On the north and the south trussels, they're also working on replacing or widening 28 different bridges. This is gonna take it from 4 lanes to 8 lanes, bringing the people from the north side to the south side closer together. Shout out to my friends in Newport News. This project will hopefully be completed around February of 2027. Another thing happening in Virginia Beach is we have a baby juvenile gray seal that came up on shore right around 31st Street the other day. And I guess he's just been hanging out on the beach. He is so cute. In other news, the 2025 Replenishment Project has began. Late January, it began right around the resort area of Virginia Beach between like 15th and 45th Street. This is really an effort to restore the eroded coastal areas damaged by several climate conditions such as storms and winds and waves and flooding. The last time we've ever done something like this was back in 2019. In other news that's more controversial is in Virginia Beach, there's a forest right over by Pleasure House Point. And they plan on clearing it all out, cutting down all the pines, the live oaks, and all the wildlife. It's getting removed as part of a $12 million project. There's a lot of controversy around this. The city needs to earn legal mitigation credits to allow other city projects to move forward. Creating wetlands is a different way to achieve this. Again, it's very controversial because we're literally destroying a lot of wildlife and a lot of the beautiful nature here in Virginia Beach. We're talking about approximately 8 acres. That's a lot of wildlife. In other news, at Mount Trashmore, aka Elijah's favorite park, there's a $1.6 million project happening right now that the City of Virginia Beach Parks and Recreation Department is working towards. And once it's done, it's gonna be amazing. They're actually adding like a down the hill playground. I don't know if that's ever been done before. At least it hasn't been done here. It looks like a lot of fun. They also have like safety nets and safety surfacing to make sure it's safe for kids. This renovation also is gonna add 3,200 square feet to the Kids Cove. And during the renovation, I heard it's not even going to be shut down. People can still continue to enjoy it as they're completing this project. There's workout sections throughout the park. One fun thing to do, because it's the only hill that we have in Hampton Roads, is to do hill sprints up that hill, which is great. It's good for your knees, it's good for cardio. However, going down the hill on those stairs or even walking down the hill, not so great on your knees. So they're actually adding another path that's going to allow you to kind of like wivel your way down in a more comfortable way, and then you can just go around and sprint right back up, and you can just keep doing circles like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm excited about it. Also at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex on May 18th, the Muddy Princess 5K is on. It's happening, ladies, if you're feeling brave. It's about 3 miles of mud terrain and obstacle courses. Lots of fun. They oftentimes have one that's co-ed for men and women. In the summertime, like in the past, they've had the monkey terrain races, but I haven't seen anything announced yet for this year. But I anticipate there will be something, probably every summer, as far as a mud terrain race over at the Sportsplex. Also at the Sportsplex, the Big Bounce America is coming to Virginia Beach on May 31st through June 8th. I've never done an event exactly like this, but they have had an inflatable race before at the Sportsplex that was really fun. This looks like a bigger version of that and fun for all ages. Also in May on the 16th through the 18th, there is a monster truck show on the beach. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I think I will definitely be there for that. In other news, Virginia Beach City Public School parents will be able to track their children's school buses in real time using a mobile app. Seems like the technology's there, so it's great that parents are able to track their kids in real time. In other news, a new store called VA Vintage just opened up down in the Red Mill area. I think that's where Big Lots used to be, right there in the same little shopping center as One Life Fitness. This store looks like it's full of hidden gems. If you or maybe any of your family members would want to go and look for antiques and mid-century items, this is where you can find it. In other news, the Greenbrier Mall has been purchased from a local Virginia Beach resident. This is actually a really big deal for people that live in Greenbrier because there's a lot of anticipation of what's going to happen. It's just good to hear that we have a local here from Virginia Beach that purchased that mall and probably plans on doing something really cool with it. If you have any questions or if you have anything to add to what's happening in Virginia Beach, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel, and remember, I am here for you as a resource.